Welcome to Steven's Garage. Today, I'm working on this 99 Ford Ranger, and I'm going to be pulling the driveline out. Let's get to her. So here we are under the car, and this is the driveline we're going to be pulling out. It's a single piece driveline, very simple to do. You're only going to need a 12mm wrench, and a bigger wrench to use as leverage, and then one of these big adjustable wrenches so you can drain the fluid out from right here. Now always remember, before you undo this guy, always undo the fill, because if you drain the fluid, you won't be able to fill it. You're stranded. You can't go nowhere. So here I have my little makeshift oil pan ready. Got the wrench on it. I already kind of loosened it up. I know that guy is loose already, because I'm going to be doing the clutch on this truck. So to get that loose, get the pan underneath it. Try my... Oh, and I missed. That happens though. Just gotta get some kitty litter, pour on the asphalt, and it'll soak it right up. So once you have a slight dribble going down, just plug it back in. You don't have to tighten it all the way. It'll be a good reminder for you to refill the fluid once you're ready. There you go. Okay, next, you're also going to want to get a glove and a zip tie ready on this side of the truck, because once you pull the driveline out, you're going to want to put the glove over the tail shaft of the transmission and get a zip tie on it. That way if there's any fluid in here, it's not going to drip down and make a mess. So now we're going to move on to the back side of the driveline where it connects to the rear pumpkin. So here, where the driveline connects to the rear pumpkin, or the rear differential, whatever you want to call it, there are 4 12mm 12-point bolts that are holding it on. What I recommend doing, because usually these are going to be really tight, is getting your 12mm wrench on here, and get a bigger wrench that you can slide on here to give you better leverage. Just pry it. It comes loose way easier. And then it's really hard to get a socket up here, so I recommend having ratcheting wrenches, but it's not a necessity. I only have a couple of these, so I'm used to using the non-ratcheting wrenches. This takes a little longer. And once you have all 4 of the bolts undone, sometimes you might get lucky like I did, and it comes off real easy. You can just pull down on it. Other times, when it's attached, like so, you'll see a little square right there. You can wedge a pry bar to pry it off, or just use a hammer and just slightly tap around this little disc piece right here, and it'll jiggle this back and forth, and it will come right off. Very simple. Now back up front, next to the transmission tail end, all you have to do is pull this out and the driveline will come out, but you got to make sure your glove and zip tie is ready, because 1, you don't want to get dirt and stuff inside your transmission, and 2, just in case the fluid, is going to be dripping out, you don't want to make a mess. Okay, now that the driveline is disconnected, no fluid came out, which is good. I'm going to get this glove, just going to open it up. A little difficult to do one-handed. And I'm going to wrap it around the tail shaft of the transmission, like so. Once you have the glove on, get your zip tie around it, and just pull it tight. That way the glove won't go anywhere. Because, you might be bumping it around, or it might be a little windy if you're doing it outside like I am. This way, it stays on, it's sealed, it's going to prevent any dust or debris from going inside the transmission, and just keep everything nice and clean. And there you have it. It's the easiest, fastest way to remove the drive line that's a single piece on your Ranger pickup. Now, there are different kinds of drive lines, of course. Another type of drive line that the Rangers have is a two-piece, where in the middle it's going to have another U-joint and it's going to have a carrier bearing. That one is a little bit more difficult to get out, but only because you have to take out the carrier bearing, which, if I remember correctly, it's two either 17 or 19 millimeter bolts. You just undo the two and it'll be free to come out. Thank you for watching.